My soon-to-be ex-husband played me, hurt me, betrayed me, and now he's shocked that I'm not jumping at the chance to let him do it all over again. Posted by u/throwaway246813572. My husband, 29M, and I, 28F, have been together for almost 8 years, married for 2.5 of those. Last May, 2019, we separated seemingly overnight. He left me and our toddler and moved back to his hometown. There was never a solid reason given, just that he felt we should have never gotten married. In July, he changed his tune and wanted to be a family again. He was still at his job in his hometown, so I decided I would ride it out at my job in a different city for a couple of months to build my resume and then start looking for other jobs in his hometown. After 6 months of a brutal commute, taking care of our child during the week by myself, and driving to his hometown every weekend, interviewing, basically bending over backwards, I finally landed a great job in December. A week before I was to move into the new house we were buying together and start my new job, I found out he had been having an affair. He begged and pleaded for me to stay with him, said he'd break off all contact, and I foolishly agreed to give him another chance. 2 days later, while I was back in the different city completing my last week of work at my old job, he unblocked her on everything and liked her pictures on Instagram. I was devastated. On top of that crap show, he kicked me out of the house we were supposed to move into together, and I had to find a new place to live 2 days before starting my new position. We have lived separately ever since. He has said and done so many hateful things during this time, and said so many times that he wants a divorce that I've lost count. Up until a month ago, he was still maintaining contact with her. I saw her car at his house, took pictures for the lawyers, etc., and he admitted he had been talking with her still. I stopped doing the pick-me dance about a month ago and stopped reaching out to him, aside from contact about our child. Now he has suddenly changed his tune and is desperate to get me back and will do anything. He has unfollowed her on everything, unliked all her pictures, and tells me not to give up on our family. I've moved on. I am not interested in pursuing another relationship with him. He's hurt me deeply, and I feel like I've been screwed over by him so many times that I've lost count. How can I tell him there isn't a chance without sounding like a completely heartless person? I still want to be able to maintain a strong co-parenting relationship with him, so I am friendly to him, but he seems to take that as I want him back. I have relayed my feelings to him, but they fall on deaf ears. He says he will never stop trying to get our family back together and does not want a divorce. I do. Does anyone have advice? /relevant comments. Commenter. How can I tell him there isn't a chance without sounding like a completely heartless person? Why does it matter to you if his feelings are hurt by how you phrase this? You gave him multiple chances, and he's proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that he can never be trusted again. Some part of him understands this. Just be firm about what you have to say and don't engage if he asks you for another chance. No is a complete sentence. Ops response. You're totally right. I guess my biggest thing is I know how terrible it feels to be heartbroken, and I hate thinking that I'm the reason someone feels that way. He absolutely does not deserve my empathy, but for some reason, I still feel like I have to be considerate. It makes no sense. Commenter 2. He's not heartbroken over losing you because he does not love you. He wants you back because you've moved on and he's lost control of you, not because he's rediscovered his feelings for you. He just liked having you dangling on the line, and he wants that power back. He isn't experiencing heartbreak, he's experiencing a loss of control. Ops response. You're totally right, I could not agree more. He thought I would always be there like a doormat, and I never gave him any reason to think I wouldn't go back to him. He's just shocked I finally grew a backbone and realized I can have a better life without him, and I am. Op adds an edit to her post. Just to show the kind of person he is, when I asked him about the reason for his sudden change of heart, he said it was because I seemed stronger. Oh, the irony. Honestly, a big thank you to the prick for yanking the rug out from under my feet not once, but twice, because I truly have realized how much better I can do and how I don't need anyone but myself to have a happy life. Op adds a second edit to her post. Seriously, thank you to everyone who has read my story and commented. You have no idea how much it's helping me to focus on myself and realize I need to stop considering the feelings of someone who had no consideration for mine. I only hope that anyone who is in a similar situation realizes that you can and you do move on. And I promise that you will feel like a 10,000-pound weight has been lifted off your back. Op adds a third edit to her post. He is being served papers in the next 1 to 2 weeks. Guarantee the I've changed mask slips off. I hope I'm wrong, but I've learned all too well that my gut feelings are usually spot on. Hopefully, I'll be back with an update in a few months with the good news that the split is official. Update 8 months later. Well, turns out my gut instincts were right. The entire time he was begging for another chance and promising this time would be different. Eye roll, he was still sleeping with the affair partner and telling her he loved her and would do anything to make it work with her. It didn't even hurt me to find out. I was that unsurprised. It just helped me stop feeling guilty. I divorced him. I thank the universe every day that he is no longer connected to me in a romantic way. It feels like an enormous weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Shortly after my original post, I met someone by chance at a wedding and fell in love. This person is everything my ex-husband was not. The kindness, compassion, and respect they show not just to me, but to my daughter as well, is like something from a dream. I never knew love could be so easy. To anyone in a loveless marriage reading this, leave. Do the hard thing, especially if they have a pattern of leaving/returning/cheating, etc. Lord knows I was terrified to cut the cord. At one point in time, I was actually starting to feel bad for the guy because he was begging me every single day for another chance. He tried to convince me that getting a divorce would ruin my future, our daughter's future, that she would come from a broken family, but it was the exact opposite. It was broken already, and I fixed it. Once I made up my mind that divorce was the best option, I absolutely thrived. I learned independence. I found how to be happy on my own. I found happiness in a partner. Life has never been so sweet. The bad crap makes the good crap so much better. Thank you, Reddit, for the support on my original post. It helped turn my graveyard into a garden. Top/relevant comments. Commenter. I wish all the other people coming to this Reddit to ask for advice on relationships like yours would read this and be encouraged to end it. We're also proud of you. Out of childish curiosity, can I ask if the girl he was dating is still with him or what kind of twisted version of the story between you two he tells her? I always find it so funny when they make up that their wife is evil, or when the affair girls break up with them. Op's response. It's funny you ask that. She actually reached out to me and apologized. I didn't care one way or another. I view her as a blessing in a weird way. Had it not been for her, I would probably still be with him, walking on eggshells and trying to show love to a person who didn't deserve the time of day from me. During her apology, she asked if he still reached out to me. I said he was begging every day. She then sung like a bird and said he was still with her. From what I understand, I desperately tried not to know details because that would imply that I actually gave a crap. She broke it off with him. I was weirdly proud of her because she seemed pretty desperate for love. I felt something like pity for her. However, she got back with him. She reached out to me about a month ago and told me she found him on Bumble while he was over at her house. Some people never learn. Yes, I know it's weird that the woman who caused my divorce texts me from time to time, but like I said, I'm glad it happened, and she is likely the reason I'm so happy today, as bizarre as it sounds. Edit to add, I don't want to misconstrue things. She is not the reason I am happy today, I am. I just credit her with a role in it because had she not been in the picture, who knows where I'd be today. Commenter 2. Did she know he was married at the time of getting with him? Op's response. She did. She's definitely not a friend, but I don't have any hard feelings. I am not investing mental energy into hating someone. It's exhausting and serves no purpose but for someone to live in your mind rent-free. Commenter 3. I do not want to ruin that awesome honeymoon period, but you just got out of something intense. Everything's gonna feel intense. Please be careful with the new guy. I wish you luck and happiness, but I urge you to use caution. The comparison is always so attractive. Just don't rush to love again. Op's response. Thank you. I completely agree with you. Everything was intense for a while. However, if you look back at my post history, you know that I've been fighting this battle for almost 2 years. I had started to be fine on my own long before I met my now partner. After being in complete misery for almost 3 years, the marriage was over before either one of us said it out loud. I simply refused to apologize for finding happiness. I know within that I've had my time to heal. I've been with my partner for almost 7 months now, and the feelings of love have not faded. Not disagreeing with you whatsoever or pushing your words of advice aside. But if this experience taught me anything, it's that my happiness and future, along with my daughter's, should always be put first.